airport fight, but like I think it's fine. Like the way Gareth intended.
The way I would have done the airport fight scene is probably you see Godzilla roar, you see Sam watching the news reports, then you cut back to Hawaii, and then you see what was on the news reports. You see them going at it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'd kind of like to see it. I would at least like to see like the end of it. Sort of like a 24-second fight scene would be kind of cool. Like like Striker Eureka versus Mutavores, like a fight like that.
yeah, because that fight was generically
I mean,
quick in Pacific Rim.
I don't want a full blown fight scene, but I want one to like satisfy us. Like a 2 minute fight scene or 1 minute fight scene would be good.
Yeah.
I do want a scene with the Femuto attacking Las Vegas more, like more shots of her.
Yeah, I would like that because I won't lie. As soon as the Elvis song came on, I just hit the floor laughing. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I really don't get it. How come every time there's a cutscene in a disaster movie, Devil in the Skies always comes on?
Mm-hmm. I guess it sort of fits, or it's symbolism.
Or
I
it
know
adds,
how the Mutos are the devils, are the devil.
or it adds to comedic gestures,
Yeah.
something like that.
The only complaint I sort of agree with in this movie is how they focus on the Mutos more than Godzilla. I mean, I know that's like a Godzilla thing to introduce the opponent like more, but I would still like to see some Godzilla scenes. I don't know what kind, but I'd rather see more Godzilla scenes than more Muto scenes.
Yeah. Well, then again, I think they're gonna do a director's cut of the film, so
Yeah, it's confirmed.
yeah.
Um, what what scenes should they add? I'd like to see the destroyed train with the bodies next to it, like from the 2012 trailer.
Yeah.
It could be like the aftermath of Hawaii.
You think that's what it
I'd like
was?
to see the hole in the building. That's probably from the San Francisco fight. It would be really surprising if they just added Talagon in there.
Question is, what are you gonna do with
But
him?
I'd probably say the middle of the movie. Like, introduce Talagon and have a fight like in the middle of the movie, and then at least, or maybe have the female Muto eat it for lunch or something.
Then again, is that thing radioactive?
Because yeah, I mean Godzilla doesn't have to kill it. It could be like a Hawk Muto, the Muto killing it. Because Talagon died in broad daylight, so.
Then again, how are you gonna explain that thing?
I have no idea. People are saying that Talagon is the dead body in that, like, mining shaft. Like that skeleton.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it was, like, a Godzilla species.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Aaron Taylor Johnson saying, "Can we kill him?"
I believe something.
I definitely want to see... I definitely want to see Hawkmuto flying at Godzilla. That's such an awesome shot. I don't think it's gonna be anything big, but probably like added some of the scenes from the trailers. Like I don't think it's gonna like I don't think they're gonna add Talagon. I don't think they're gonna have the entire airport fight.
Well, if they
And I
don't,
don't think I mean the airport fight wasn't a script where Godzilla almost killed Hawkmuto and all he was doing was thrashing.
well, then again, if they don't add Telegon in a different cut of this movie, they have chances for a sequel now.
Yeah. I'd like to see him at least have a cameo where he's just crawling in an island or something.
Oh, that's probably how Monster Island starts, and then Godzilla tears them to pieces.
Yep.
Question is, which island is going to be
Okay.
Monster Island?
Yeah. honestly, I'm not gonna make any plot predictions for the sequel because we have no idea what's going on, what's gonna happen. At least with the first movie, we kind of knew it was an origin story, origin-ish.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, we were introduced to Godzilla, but we don't know his specific origins. I actually like it better how he isn't mutated by the atomic bomb to make him bigger. It makes more sense that he was always that big. I think the only mutations he has is the skin, how it's more bumpy.
Yeah. My question is, how is a thing like that size supposed to stay up?
Like, I don't know, but they did establish something about that. Like, remember the bridge scene, how Godzilla pretty much grabs the bridge, sort of like he's trying to balance himself?
Yeah.
That's such a nice touch.
Yeah.
Sometimes people take, like, movies way too seriously. Like, who cares if it's unrealistic?
Yeah, I don't want to be stuck in reality all the time. I mean, reality's often depressing.
Yeah.
And if people get too depressed, they're more likely to kill themselves.
I think this movie's more realistic than the original.
How so?
Like, because they established, like, Godzilla sort of has to balance himself because of how huge he is. Yeah. And he definitely looks and acts old.
I mean, look at his face. He looks ancient.
Yeah. Like his freaking eyes.
Where the hell's he been all these millions of years?
1954 is still the best Godzilla movie. But 2014, I would say, is the second best.
I'm not gonna place that at second, but it's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah. I honestly don't know where I'd rank it, but it'll definitely be in my top 5.
It's my favorite since GMK.
Yeah. GMK, I would like if Godzilla had more of a personality other than, oh, I'm killing everything.
He's got.
I like the GMK Godzilla, but like I feel like he was one-dimensional. I know he's evil, but like you can still make a villain have a personality. I know in Atomic Hour, like Godzilla's father used to be a hero. Then he just falls down.
Yeah.
Like, one of the themes of an Atomic Hour is, like, how war, like, can just change people.
Yeah.
I mean, the series is lighthearted, but there's also, like, serious elements in it.
Not to mention you're pretty much a brony, and they're in the same universe.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same universe.
Except one's made for girls, one's made for boys.
Yeah. I'm surprised, like, Warner Brothers haven't done that yet.
That's what I'm wondering.
Like Toho even. I want like a Godzilla cartoon that's like accurate to the source material, but like it still kind of takes liberties upon it. Yeah. Like we haven't seen a cartoon that has the Toho monsters in there.
Yeah. No, I really haven't actually.
Anime, but. Like with Atomic Hour, I'm adding so many, like, giving the monsters so much personality. Yeah. Like, Godzilla's father in it is pretty much like Darth Vader, where he's pretty much a tragic hero. They just ends up becoming full villain. I'm actually going to make a prequel series where the main character is Gojira.
Yeah.
Like, when he's fully evil, he's probably gonna have GMK eyes and probably like blood on his face.
This may sound weird, but my Godzilla, whenever he bites into something, his eyes go in the back of his head and they turn white, like a shark's.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Then again, I have a really weird series. I mean, my series is out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh
basically
yeah,
the
I'm going to do
Showa
my
era
own
in the future.
cinematic series, but Gareth is already doing what I wanted to do. I mean, I wouldn't have made Godzilla a hero, but like I still wouldn't have made him destroyer of worlds. But I do like the hero aspect of Gareth's Godzilla. I mean, it's not superhero; it's sort of like an accidental hero.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like though is like how people are sort of cheering for him.
Yeah,
But
that was a little weird.
I mean, people call like the army heroes, but they do act up things sometimes. Same
Well,
with Godzilla.
well, true.
Have you ever seen Platoon?
What?
Have you seen Platoon?
Love that movie.
Yeah, I saw it recently, and I like the main antagonist of it.
Yep.
Like I'd probably give my Godzilla like not Atomic Hour, but like if I did a cinematic Godzilla similar to like that guy.
Wait,
Or,
wait, which
like,
character are
he
you
does
talking
act
about?
up things, but what?
Which character from Platoon are you talking about?
Like the guy with the facial like scar thing.
Oh, him. I hate that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, no. I might make Gojira like that, but more tragic. Like a combination of Anakin Skywalker and that guy.
Yep.
Well, he's more like Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid, but you wouldn't get the reference because you haven't played Metal Gear Solid yet. Like the new one coming out pretty much shows how Big Boss becomes a villain. But you sort of have to play the other games in order to like actually be engaged with him. Because like the first game he's in establishes him as like a hero who like saved the world, but then like he just completely just goes downhill.